Dance Moms is the name of the new show on Lifetime, creating a lot of controversy, especially when it comes to... You know, we invite you on our show, and all we do is insult you before you come out here.
You. You.
Yeah, I like her. She seems lovely.
Abby Lee Miller.
Right over there.
Okay.
Looks lovely to me.
Okay, stop. I told you 3 times in 5 minutes, it's not a step back. It's a back handspring. 2 feet. Do it right. Let's start again. Suck it up. I don't want to see those tears. I'm preparing them for a career. We do it all in my studio.
You're not such a bad person. I don't know why they told me they said.
Excuse me, did you hear her? Suck it up. I don't want to see those tears.
How old are you? 5? Grow up. That's what my mother used to say.
Man up.
Well, that's the clip we should have run
I'm
first.
afraid to hug you. Hi.
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 Honey, I have to check your feet out now.
It's dance and gymnastics.
Well, acrobatics. Yeah.
Acrobatics.
So like they were doing aerials and back handsprings. They're incredibly talented.
Thank you.
Have a seat, sit down, and shut up.
I don't want to hear any wanting. Thank you.
Man up. I got a boy, so he tries to man up anyway. But if somebody said, suck it up and don't cry to my kid, I might hit you, and I'm not a violent person.
You can't get in the room. You don't really hear me say those things.
Well, but I'd see it on TV, and I'd really hate you for
They
it.
come home.
You make a great point. You have to discipline, because when I figure skated, I had a coach who was like you. And that's what got the results. And if you're going to compete in this world, they're going to want to become...
You're married to a Marine. It's like a Marine
Look where
thing,
you are
yes.
now.
Yeah, married to a Marine, and he orders me around.
How old is that kid you said, suck it up, don't cry to?
I don't know, maybe 7 or 8.
Oh, well, okay then.
Yeah.
Do the kids run out in tears, or do they...
Well, that kid did. You said, I don't want to
If
see
they
you
do,
crying.
suck it up.
I was being nice to you. I wasn't watching the clip.
Yes. No. You know, mommy, when you get to
What
mommy,
kind
you
of an
cry.
answer is that?
When you get to mommy, you cry. Mommies are the shoulder to cry on. That's what they're for.
That's right.
Now, when
I'm the coach that makes them cry. That's the way it works.
When you see yourself on TV, do you sometimes say, oh, I'm sorry, little 7-year-old, or not so much?
No, the only thing I say is, why wasn't my hair higher on top?
I like you. I think you have to, it has tough love.
She is
to
you.
get the best out of a child, you must give them that discipline.
I think in today's society, it's very important for a child to have somebody that they're just a little bit afraid of. Or they don't know where the line is.
Yeah.
Do I cross that line?
That's
Don't
right.
I? And they have respect for me. They also want to please me.
Yes.
And that's important
And
in
that they
today's
will
society.
perform for you.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
they should know that away from work, you're also a mean son of a... Whatever, right. You know, I have to correct what you said. I believe at home you're the pushover with your kids.
I'm a complete pushover,
Yeah.
but my mother scared the hell out of me. When I was growing up, I was afraid of her. I never did anything wrong until I became 13. But my daughter sees that I'm a pushover, and my husband is the Marine.
Can you move in?
like you.
Can you move in for a little while?
Absolutely.
She's not out of
Do you
control
live here in
or
LA?
Yeah, I'm in the valley, though.
Way better.
She likes to dance. Maybe you could teach her to dance.
Absolutely.
You know, we're talking about
Now
the
you're
show.
super nanny.
We're talking about the show. We're going to show another clip to see, and we'll judge for ourselves, okay? All right, here we go.
May I speak to you a minute?
No,
I want to speak to you. You don't throw my kid out of class. I paid for class.
she's not dressed appropriately.
I'm looking at every single kid out here, Abby. They all look like children. Isn't that crazy that children look like children? She's dressed appropriately.
You're the minister.
Yes, I am a minister.
She's a minister?
She's a minister?
Goodness.
Not anymore.
Is she the minister of silly walks? What is she?
Now, what was going on? What was she so upset about?
Well, quickly,
Her daughter came overdressed.
there was a rehearsal. It was for an acrobatic routine, which, as I told you earlier, acrobatics is an art using the flexibility of the back legs. So it was a rehearsal to learn choreography for her competition routine. She was selected for this special.
Yeah.
She did not pay for this. This was not a class.
Okay.
This was an extra rehearsal that was scheduled. She came in peds, like socks, like tennis socks,
Right.
shorts, and a T-shirt. She did not have dancewear on. I own 2 dancewear stores. I know what dancewear is.
Are you just trying to move product, or you were really...
The dressing room. Okay.
Is that why
Anyway,
you wanted to
the
look at
tight
my
spot.
feet before?
Yes. No.
Okay, so what can you tell from looking at somebody's feet?
If they have good feet or not.
So what happened?
This child does not have good feet. She's
What-
very
what
petulant.
happened eventually,
Anyway,
though, here?
she came in. The child started to rehearse. You cannot do a round-off back handspring in socks. You could slip,
You do a
fall,
what?
and break your neck.
Round-off back handspring in that
very
order. You
interesting.
do a round-off, you land on the
Look,
two.
if you want to yell at him, feel free.
Okay, well, later.
I used to be able to do
Okay,
that.
so
You sound like you're from Pittsburgh.
Where are you from?
you had to say that.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Pittsburgh
Well,
Steelers.
we'll
Terry
trade.
Bradshaw. Go Bradshaw.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
so
My
getting
first
back to
TV
the
job
dates.
was in Scranton. I spent a lot of time
Really?
in Pittsburgh. Well, I dated a guy there. But anyway, we're digressing.
Okay. All right. So anyway, long story short, this woman. Now, if I was in surgery, would she have just come flying through the door like that? No.
I don't
Very
think what-
little respect.
What she did was wrong, too.
Right. So she comes in. I told the child, please go get dressed appropriately and come back. So an hour went by and the child never came back into the room, never learned the choreography. I went on with it, so forth and so on. Then this, lightning bolt comes flying through the room.
Is that her name, Lightning Bolt Minister?
No, sinister minister.
Oh.
And she
Well,
comes
you don't,
into
you
the
don't
room.
forget, do you?
Oh,
you don't let
never.
go.
I never forget.
Wow.
So she comes into the room, screams. Here's all these other children
Right.
Yeah.
who are dressed appropriately, working hard, have been sweating and working and tumbling
And
for an hour.
probably crying. I'm just guessing.
Not really.
This
by
might
then.
be my new favorite show. Keep going.
Okay,
This is
good.
fascinating.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Anyway, she comes in. Then, so I step out of the room to
Right.
get her away from the other children. She proceeds, which you don't see on that clip, to chase me around
you.
the den.
Do they have?
which
They
is
catch
like,
that on tape?
Oh,
Yes,
I
which
wanted
is
to
like,
see
of course
that.
they
Of
did.
course they did.
It's like the dancer's den where the kids put their
Right.
bags
She
and hang
chased
out.
you.
I have a
Chased
question.
me. So wait, then I go into
wait,
another
wait.
room. I go
Don't
into
hit me.
another room.
Don't hit me. What?
And I say to one of the senior company kids who's warming up, give me your cell phone. So the kid grabs her cell phone, hands it to me,
drama.
and I call the police.
Oh no!
You can't have a woman behave like that in
Right.
front of children. There's preschoolers there.
Do the cops come?
It
The
segues
cops
into the show
come.
Cops.
Did she try and
police
hit you with
come.
her white collar or with her purse?
No. But the police come.
I'm
The
so
police
sorry.
come.
I'm
and
so sorry I
It gets
spoke.
better because the officer that first arrives on the scene, his name is Officer Broadway.
Wow. It's done.
So you
Lo
think
and
he's gonna
behold,
take
his
your
daughter also takes at the studio.
His daughter musical comedy Broadway.
No, she takes
She
lessons at your
takes.
studio.
She wasn't there that night, but she takes.
Can I stop this train for
Yes.
a moment? Because I want to.
At your own
What's the
risk.
hop on?
I want to go from you to a clip of you. Okay.
Okay. All right, let's
here
see
we go.
more.
I'm frightened.
Mistakes happen. We're human.
You are. Mistakes like that don't happen to me.
And I'm not going to have you treat me like this. I'm an adult.
Act like one. Get
You
the
act like
piece
one. You're
right.
screaming at me in front of all these people.
You screwed up. If you're going to come on the trip, she's yours.
Yeah,
Stay out of the bar. Stay in the dressing room. When she goes on stage, the headpiece is sewed in the head. Do you understand? Next time, have it right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put up with it. It's not
Remember,
friends.
I pay your bills. You work for me. I pay you to teach my daughter dancing. I'm not going to have you treat me like this.
Okay, look at my
Whoa.
stunned face.
Did you
Whoa.
say stay out of the bars?
Yes, she spends.
Did you say that to me or I'm sorry?
No, I said that to her.
I like when she did the this thing.
Did that thing.
Yeah.
And
So she was in the bar
I'm probably
instead
not
of
supposed to talk about it on national television,
talk
but
about it then.
when
Don't
you
worry,
bounce
we're
every
local.
check you give somebody,
Yeah.
don't scream, I pay your bills.
Yeah, that's very insulting.
So she was
Very
in the bar
insulting.
instead of sewing the headpiece in.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you ever
She
go?
just thought a few bucks.
You ever get physical with these people?
No. Dance is very hands-on.
Yeah.
You should look for your dance teacher like you're looking for a pediatrician.
No, I'm saying smacking the mothers.
Oh, I'd like to. No.
Or the show
A
host.
squirt gun every once in a while.
Do you know what's coming up here that make everything sweet? The result of your efforts. We have a whole bunch of little kids here.
And Steve's going to yell at them.
And I want the tickets to the So You Think You Can Dance.
I'm giving them to you. I'm not going to argue
All
with
right.
you. Forget
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
4 tickets.
I had a girl that was on it this season and she got the bump.
VIP
And I never
tickets
got
for
to see
her.
her because I
Her
was
attitude,
shooting.
the show would be
Get on
called. The show would be called. So you think you can dance, you little. All right, your dances are coming up a
I
little
can't
later.
wait to see them. I
Okay.
bet you they're great.